Cuba is sliding into economic paralysis after the United States cut off its oil lifeline, triggering a nationwide fuel emergency. Havana has warned airlines that planes can no longer refuel, threatening international flights and tourism revenues. Trump's latest sanctions mark a shift from pressure to full-spectrum economic warfare. Public buses have stopped, gas stations are dry, and banks have slashed working hours across Havana. Workers now depend on bicycles, trucks, and makeshift transport just to reach their jobs. For millions of Cubans, this is no longer politics, it is daily survival.
Beach a taxi because they have their own power source, because here there is nothing else. This is how we deal with things here, and little by little, we keep going because there is nothing else we can do.
I will get to work if I can get on a bus, but maybe I will have to get on a car or taxi, and if I don't have the money to pay, I will stay at home. It's all over. There is nothing else, but I will not surrender.
The United Nations is now sounding the alarm over growing fuel shortages and humanitarian risks. It warns of disruptions to healthcare, clean water, food supply, and airport operations.
Turning to Cuba, I can tell you that the United Nations continue to monitor the situation in that country and is working with the government to provide more support, including food, water, sanitation, and healthcare. We are concerned about the growing fuel shortages and their impact on people.
Mexico has openly condemned Washington's oil blockade and vowed diplomatic action to resume fuel shipments. President Claudia Sheinbaum says civilians must never be punished for political disputes.
This sanction that is being imposed on the countries that sell oil to Cuba is very unfair. Very unfair. It is not right because sanctions that affect the people are not right. One may agree or not with the government regime of Cuba, but it should never affect the people. So we are going to continue supporting, and we are continuing to take all the necessary diplomatic actions to be able to recover the sending of oil, because people cannot be strangled like this in that way. It is very unfair, very unfair. So, a call for there not to be these sanctions and for the people to always be supported.
Russia has now reaffirmed full solidarity with the people of Cuba, denouncing unilateral sanctions. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov says only Cubans have the right to determine their own future.
We reaffirm our solidarity with the peoples of Venezuela and Cuba. Only they can determine their own destiny.
The White House says Cuba's government is on its last leg, confirming regime pressure is the objective. Energy blockade, economic strangulation, and political coercion now define Trump's new diplomacy doctrine. Cuba has become the front line of economic siege warfare, with civilians paying the price.